Hello, everybody. Welcome to Starry Tarot. It is lovely to see you today. My name is Sophie. If you are new to the channel, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your subscription. If you are returning, welcome back and good to see you. I can answer any of your questions that you may have. I am using this is a really adorable, it's so cute, the Cinema Roll Tarot deck for those Sanrio fans out there. We are using that today. I can answer any of your questions with the exception of medical and or legal questions. I am also a psychic medium. I can, I did one yesterday too. I can communicate with those who have passed on. That is a service that I offer. If you would like to communicate with someone who has passed on, I do ask with those readings that I check in and make sure that I can connect with spirit. 90% of the time I can. But there are reasons. Sometimes people are reincarnated. Sometimes people are not available. Sometimes people don't want to talk to me. So I do ask that you check in beforehand before delving into that reading. I also offer past life confirmation readings or past life regression readings, based on the tenets of past life regression therapy, which I've been studying for many years, reading about and exploring personally myself. I noticed about I started reading tarot professionally 5 years ago, almost 5 years ago, and about 2 years into my foray here, I realized that I was picking up on past lives with a lot of people's general readings, and I had never connected the two, but it made sense, and I with my connection with spirit, with my knowledge of past life regression, I have a way of regressing via the tarot, if that is something that you are interested in. I also provide soulmate confirmation readings. I answer a lot of questions regarding love and romance. And soulmates don't have to be of a romantic nature. They can be platonic. But I think in our modern day lexicon, soulmate is usually attributed to a romantic connection with someone. But the soulmate confirmation reading is straight to the point. I simply ask your spirit guides, your ancestors, your messengers, your guides, your angels, whether the person in question is indeed a soulmate of yours or not, and what purpose they are going to serve or should serve in your life, and for however long amount of time. And conversely, we can also ask, I call it the soulmate reading, but we also can ask your spirit guides' opinion. Basically, if they give their blessing on someone who is in your life, who you are questioning, wondering about, they will be very honest, they'll be very blunt, and they will let you know whether they give their blessing or not, regardless of them being a soulmate or not. But that's also another variation of the soulmate reading that I offer. I also offer, as I mentioned earlier, I answer a lot of romance questions, a lot of love readings, and the I've given a lot of them this week, but um, and most people call them the OG love reading. I don't know why. I don't dislike that name, but I call it's either the OG love reading or the TFI reading, which is thoughts, feelings, and intentions. I simply ask, we can do it in a mini, full, or an extended reading, and we simply ask what the person's thoughts, feelings, and intentions are towards you, in addition to their general energies and your general energies. Um, that is at no additional donation amount. It's just a suggestion for a type of question to ask regarding someone in your life. I also offer private readings off of this live stream. I just did one before I went before I just went on. Um, I offer two different types. I offer them by appointment only. One-on-one, me and you over Zoom, undivided attention. You can give me all the context, backstory you want, and it's the same setup here. It's over Zoom, so you'll see the cards, you'll hear me, you'll see my face. I'm not showing my face today because I still can't wash my hair, so I didn't want to show it. So we're not going to get into that. But yes, you will get the full undivided experience with a private reading. The other type of private reading that I offer is at no additional donation amount. If you, and it's more for, well, for two reasons. Reasons of discretion and reasons of convenience. If you don't want your question to be answered on a public forum, we can take it over to Instagram. It's not an additional charge, but I will do it over voice memos over DM as I do your reading, or I can email it to you typed. And it also provides the convenience of if you have a question and I don't happen to be on, you can just send me a donation and I can get back to you really quickly. At the very, I can usually get back to people within about 1 to 2 hours, sometimes even sooner. At the very latest, 24-hour turnaround, and at that point, I'll just refund your money, or unless you would like to get a reading still. But I give myself a 24-hour mark period there. Because life is transitory and questions are constantly coming and going, answers do as well. So I think that is my spiel for tonight. The donation queue is open. So whoever donates first will be next. Thank you very much. Hello. Hello, Kersha. Thank you so much for your donation, hon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. How does Palone feel about me? We are no contact. Okay, do you just want me to ask how Palone feels about you? Or would you like me to do my thoughts, feelings, and intentions spread? I can ask all three. And what is your sign? And what is Palone's sign? You got it. Ah, fellow Aquarius. Fellow Aquarius girl. Oh, it's a she. Palone is a she. Okay, and Libra. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Palone's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Kersha? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Palone's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Kersha? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Palone's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Kersha? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Palone's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Kersha? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Palone's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Kersha? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Palone's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Kersha? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Palone's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Kersha? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Palone's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Kersha? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Palone's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Kersha? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Palone's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Kersha? Okay. And what are your? Oh, you already said you're an Aquarius. She's in the Libra. She's a Libra. Okay. We have Ten of Wands, King of Swords reversed, King of Wands reversed, Page of Wands reversed, and Queen of Pentacles. Wow. All those court cards. All those court cards. So, okay, so the two of you are in no contact. Let's start with your general energies. This is a heavy burden. I don't know what happened between the two of you. I don't know why the two of you are in no contact. You don't have to explain. But this is a heavy burden for you. This is a heavy burden for you to shoulder. You really want to, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you have a lot on your mind that you want to discuss with her, that you want to communicate with her, and it's bearing a lot of weight emotionally with this Ten of Wands. Her general energies, we have the Queen of Pentacles. She definitely values you. I don't know how long the two of you have known one another, and I don't know what the context of the connection is, but there is a very strong semblance of respect, of someone who she really sees you as someone who is very nurturing, and very warm. And which leads me to wonder if she did you dirty in some way, if you possibly overextended your good graces and she took advantage of them in some way. But her thoughts towards you, we have the King of Swords reversed. She's feeling, I don't want to say bitter, because something definitely, there was a reason. There's a reason why the two of you are in no contact. I feel like correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was an argument and or something very specific and like a tower moment that happened. Right now, her thoughts towards this connection are that there's definitely an imbalance here. There's definitely an imbalance. It takes two to tango, as I always say. There's always two people involved in something, but in this situation it is wildly imbalanced. And I'm not just saying this because you're the one here. You really are in the right and she really is in the wrong. There was just a huge imbalance. Yeah, you did so much for her. Yeah, King of Swords reversed. There was just a big imbalance as to who was putting in more into the connection. Her feelings, we have the Page of Wands reversed. Her feelings in the matter at hand are that I think she doubts that you would communicate with her again, would want to communicate with her again. I'm not seeing. I'm sorry, this is King of Wands. Oh, I'm so sorry. Page of Wands reverses her intentions. Okay. Look, rewind. Sorry. Feelings. We have the King of Wands reverse. Kind of a similar energy here. I mean, these are all court cards. Most of them are reversed. She's got control issues. She doesn't feel like there's anything she could say or do that would rectify what happened between you and her, or that would start communications again. She's feeling very, very doubtful, doesn't know, assumes that she's done the worst and that you likely wouldn't be receptive to an apology or discussing things. Which brings us to her intentions, which is the Page of Wands reversed. She's lacking. Both of you want to speak to one another. You want to speak to her, but you don't. I'm assuming you don't want. You want her to reach out to you because it's her turn. You deserve an apology, I believe. She wants to talk to you, but she's afraid she's going to get chewed out. She's afraid that you're not going to accept her explanation or any explanation or any apology. So we've got this, and it's so interesting. I did a reading that was rather similar a couple of days ago, and yeah, it was also two women, and as women we communicate. We are masters of communicating. Men are not so much on the communication train as much as women are. And so there's this desire for both of you to want to communicate, but you're within your bounds. You're totally within your rights and within your bounds to want her to reach out to you. It's not your turn. It's on her. This is on her. This is on her. However, she wants to talk to you, but she's afraid of getting chewed out. So it's kind of created this stagnation, this kind of stalemate here. Things not moving forward. We've got two action cards, not just action cards, but court cards, both in their reverse form. Things not moving forward. I reached out at least twice, but she don't give me much. She answers a few things, then leaves me on red. Okay. And I think that's okay. So you've reached out to her. You have reached out to her, and she's just kind of giving you lackluster responses. I think she feels. I think she feels. Well, I didn't say it directly, but I think she feels guilty. I think she feels guilty. I think she feels badly, and I'm not making excuses for her at all. If you feel guilty, if you feel regretful or badly about something, don't shirk. Don't just leave people on red. Don't give half-assed answers. You know. Yeah. I feel like she and I feel like that's part of it. I think that's why she's being so, you know, half-hearted, lightweight. I don't know what you want to call it. Like kind of just flighty. You know, she's not being direct. She's not, or maybe she is being direct, but it's all lightweight stuff. She's not addressing the issue at hand. And that issue at hand is a big thing, that needs to be discussed. And she's very, very fearful of it. She's very fearful of it. It's like she knows she done wrong. She knows. And yeah, if you've already reached out to her and that's all she's giving you, this is 100% on her. This is 100% on her. She's got a lot of guilt. Dare I say shame, but she's a grown-ass woman at the end of the day, and we all have choices to make in life, and we all have choices, and she made those choices. She either said those words or did those actions, or didn't say those words or didn't commit those actions. But whatever the case was, it's the ball's in her court, with all these court cards too, just to add to that, these were mostly court cards. The ball is really in her court. It's her turn. If you want my opinion, which I don't know if you do, but I'll give it to you. I wouldn't reach out to her anymore. If she's not, because it does say that she does value you, and I sense that, but she's got a hell of a lot of pride, and probably quite a big ego. That's you have to really be vulnerable and let that go to ask for someone's forgiveness and grace. And I just don't know if she has that in her, but I really hope she does. I really hope she musters it. And yeah, I'm so sorry. Kersha, that this has happened between the two of you. And yeah, it's the ball's in her court, 100%. And you deserve to hear what's actually on her mind. But she's being cowardly. So hopefully that will change in time. But yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just. And I've seen that too. I did a reading a few months ago that was a little similar too. It's just like, damn, like this person's ego is just way too big. Like they got way too much pride. They know they're in the wrong, but they just can't surrender. Because you've got to surrender to vulnerability and letting go, and letting your guard down, and able to apologize. You're very welcome, Kersha. You are so welcome, love. Thank you very much, and wish you all the best. And people show their true colors, and it's unfortunate sometimes when they're not the ones that we thought they were. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Much love and light to you. All right, so with that, the donation queue is currently open. So whoever donates next will be next. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hi Todd, welcome. Are you new to the channel? patience. My apologies. So we have the Six of Wands reversed, Ace of Wands reversed, the Lovers, Three of Swords, Two of Cups reversed, the Hierophant, Nine of Swords reversed, the Hermit reversed, and Strength reversed. Okay, and I when I wasn't when I was muted, unfortunately, I my first question that I had was, how long have the two of have you been seeing each other, had an interest in one another? Because the first thing that, and I'm going to go through every card, love. The first thing that came to my mind when I saw this spread in terms of her intention is a lack of longevity. And I don't, I think you might be new to the channel. I don't know if I've read for you before. I'm extremely honest. I would hope that every other tarot reader is honest too, and not just telling people what they want to hear. But I'm a truth teller. I'm here to just tell you what I'm seeing here in the cards. And tarot is all about reading current energies as they stand at this exact moment. So we asked what her intentions are towards you at this time. Let's start with the Six of Wands reversed. Six of Wands is a lack of victory, a defeat, something not coming to success, a loss, ultimately something not working out. Ace of Wands reversed. This is a big kicker here. Ace of Wands reversed. Ace of Wands upright. This would have brought a little bit more hope here, because I don't want to say, that it's totally impossible that you guys could be together in a long-term way. And I don't know if that's even what you're looking for, but the Ace of Wands is the first card in the Minor Arcana. It is the beginning. It is the very start of everything. It's a fresh start. It usually, in when we're talking about intentions, assuming that this is romantic, it may not be, but when we're talking about intentions, it's often about, in its reversed form, it's often a hesitancy to want to start something with someone with a solid foundation, something that has longevity. And I furthermore see that here. By the way, what is your sign, and what is Tonya's sign? The Lovers here. The Lovers is a short but exciting connection. I do think that there is chemistry and attraction between the two of you. There's definitely something there. There's warm feelings between the two of you. But the Lovers is the precursor to the Devil. The Devil is actually what you would want to see if again, I don't know what you are looking for from her, but we've got a lot of romance cards here. They're in their reversed form. The Lovers is the Lovers. Well, the traditional artwork is a man and a woman, but they are unbound. And as you see, they're in the Garden of Eden here, and they are unbound. In the Devil card, which is the next card, they are chained. They are bound. Devil often is symbolic of marriage, ironically, or long-term connections, a long-term relationship where two people are inextricably bound to one another in various ways. I really don't like this Three of Swords. This is one of my least favorite cards in the deck. It's heartache, it's heartbreak, it's disappointment. There's no other. Can you translate Pisces? And she is Cancer. I'm sorry. What do you mean translate Pisces? Do you want me to explain what it means that you're what it means for you to be a Pisces? I'm a little confused. With this Three of Swords, like I said, this is heartache. This is disappointment. This is not to say that she intends on breaking your heart, but more to the point, not more to the point, but the energy that I'm picking up from this is not that she wants to break your heart, but that she is afraid of engaging in a long-term committed connection with someone in fear of getting her heart broken. She doesn't want to take that risk. She's terrified of that risk. No, that was from before when I couldn't hear you. Oh, okay. I think I understand. Then we have this Two of Cups reversed. Cups is the realm of emotions, Todd. And I don't know how well you know tarot, but I'm happy to explain. And if you have any additional questions, shout them out. It's all good. I'm here for you. And we just received a donation from my girl Wendy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, girl, for your donation. And we also received a donation from M. Hi, M. Thank you so much. Here, let me, real quick, Todd, I'm so sorry. Let me just update this list real quick. Okay, I know I said your name first, Wendy. But M actually, I didn't see M's donation. M actually donated just before you. I'm so sorry. So that's the cue. Good to see you. Good to see you, ladies. Hi. You lost sound again. You shouldn't lose sound. That is anybody else hearing the sound? Here, let me check. Let me check my sound. Sorry, give me one moment. Yeah, my audio is working. Okay. So this Two of Cups reversed. This Two of Cups reversed is not good. The Two of Cups upright is a divinely ordained connection, romantic connection. Two of Cups reversed is indicative of an imbalance in a connection between two people. I stand firmly when I say that she does have feelings for you. However, they are not balanced. They are unequal. Thank you so much for your donation, Holly. I will add you in a moment. Thank you. I hate to put it this way, but your feelings for her are much deeper than hers for you. And I don't know if you've told her that you have feelings for her, but she's aware of this. She's at least picked up on it energetically if you haven't said it outright. She does value you, Todd. I'm assuming the two of you are friends, and you're hoping that it could be something more. Sounds like a friend zone situation. And I hate that term. I hate that term because friendship is wonderful, but it is a disappointment sometimes if we do have feelings for someone that aren't reciprocated. But she truly does want to be your friend. She truly, really does value you. You guys have, your values are aligned. Value. With Hierophant is all about values. But your values and your ideals are aligned. You're a good man. And she wants to keep you in her life. And I think part of this Three of Swords too is it's not. I feel like she's just not ready for a connection with anyone at this time, right now. I don't, because I'm certainly not seeing her. I'm not seeing another person. I'm not seeing like Three of Cups reversed or Two of Swords or anything that would indicate that she's talking to other people. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you know or think that she is, but I don't think she is. I think she's not talking to any other guys. Um, and I well, yeah, Nine of Swords reversed and the Hermit. Nine of Swords reversed. She doesn't want to. There's a lot of, relationships are wonderful, love is wonderful, romance is wonderful, but it comes with its extremities. It comes with its very very highs and its very very lows, and she is not in a place right now, or she feels like she's not in a place right now where she wants to invest that deeply into any relationship in her life, any connection in her life. She's with this Hermit reversed card. um, she is she's trying to kind of take control of her own emotions and trying to place free will where free will can't really be placed. I mean, I guess, what I'm trying to say is she does value you and she does like you, but she's so afraid of getting hurt that she isolates herself. She still talks to you, but when I say isolate herself, she's selling herself short on things that she would actually like and would actually be good for her. And and a big part of that is this, yeah, the Strength reverse card. She's not in a, and I don't know how much of this she's expressed to you, but she's not feeling 100% right now. She's not feeling like she has in the past. She's not feeling super confident. She's not feeling very secure. And she's fearful too. Strength is also courage. Courage, in its reversed form, is also fear. Being fearful of something. She's afraid of getting hurt, um, and and she's afraid of moving forward and investing in something deeper, than has already been invested in. Um, but she definitely wants you in her life, Todd. She does value you, but I hate to say it, but it does look like either a friend zone situation, depending on how long. I don't know how long the two of you've been talking to one another, known one another. It's either going to be friend zone situation, or in a very genuine one where she genuinely really does want to be your friend, or a really short term romantic connection. Um, it's not entirely impossible for there to be longevity. Like I said, nothing is I always say that, nothing is totally impossible. There's still a possible possibility for it, but the chances are not that high there when it comes to her intentions in terms of a long term committed relationship. So I'd say in conclusion, like I said, I don't know what you want from her, but what I'm seeing that she wants from you is friendship. Um, she's not looking for something romantic, and again, if it is, because she is attracted to you, if it is romantic, she has to disconnect the emotions from it, like that Two of Cups reverse. She has to disengage the emotional aspect of it, is what I'm seeing. Okay, so it sounds like she's got a lot of healing that she needs to do, and it also sounds like she is very self aware. I will give her that. She does sound like she knows what's going on with her, and she knows what she wants and what she wants to give. Um, but you also have to assess what you want to give and what you want from her, and how much you're willing to wait and give and accept from her. Thank you very, very much, Todd. I appreciate you. I appreciate you greatly, and I apologize again for the audio kerfuffle earlier, and I thank you for your patience. And I'm going to go ahead here and add Holly to the list. M. M, thank you very much for your donation, love. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. You're welcome, Todd. Thank you, love. Thank you so much. Much love and light to you. Yeah, that's fine. Let me. Yeah, I forgot you said that. Let me just quickly check. Okay, you're curious about how you will meet the gentleman who I see coming into your life next. Okay. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. How will M meet the next gentleman in her life? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. How will M meet the next gentleman in her life? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. How will M meet the next gentleman in her life? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. How will M meet the next gentleman in her life? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. How will M meet the next gentleman in her life? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. How will M meet the next gentleman in her life? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. How will M meet the next gentleman in her life? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. How will M meet the next gentleman in her life? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. How will M meet the next gentleman in her life? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. How will M meet the next gentleman in her life? All right, we have the Hanged Man, the Chariot, Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Swords reversed, and Ten of Pentacles reversed. Interesting, interesting. Okay. This is, you're going to meet this gentleman in a position where you are outside of your comfort zone. And I'm not telling, and that's not to say that I'm asking you to throw yourself into areas that are outside of your comfort zone. Hell, I did that last night. I went to a club that I haven't been to in a while last night because I was bored, and I actually, I do encourage, going out and being brave, but if you're not 100% feeling it, don't just throw yourself into something you're not feeling comfortable with. But with the Hangman, this is you're gonna see this guy, because it's interesting. You're asking how you're gonna meet this guy, and the Hangman is all about perspective and vision, and the Hangman has a changed perspective. He's hung upside down, so he's seeing everything upside down. I feel like you're gonna meet him somewhere. It definitely feels like somewhere you've never been, in an activity that you have not engaged in either in a while or at all. And I get the sense that it does revolve around activities or a hobby or an interest of some type. Oh geez, yeah. And I don't know if you have any travel plans lined up, girl, but Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting. Okay, that's kind of, sorry, I'm talking to myself here. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Yeah, is you being. I think you're gonna meet this person out of town. I think this is gonna be someone that you're gonna meet while you're traveling. I don't know if you have travel plans coming up soon, but even like weekend outings or like going just a couple hours drive outside of your town to do something. I think that's where I think you're gonna meet him off the road or on the road with this chariot card. Um, and yeah, with the messages I was getting about like putting yourself in uncomfortable situations or an environment that you're not entirely comfortable with, um, that that kind of that not kind of, but that to me that checks out. That's typically when we do things that are perhaps outside of our comfort zone or comfort levels. No travel plans as of now, but I have been thinking of taking a solo trip out of town recently. Yeah, I mean, not. I mean, I don't. I'm not saying that just for you to find this guy, but I think that would be good for you in general. I always encourage travel, so long as it's safe and well planned. Absolutely. Yeah, that sounds great. That sounds great, and it also makes sense too. Girl, like when we travel, we tend to do and participate in activities that are maybe outside of our comfort zone a little bit, and provide us with opportunities to meet brand new people, because this is definitely a brand new person. This is someone who you have not seen, you have not met. With the Seven of Swords reverse, this is someone whose face you have not seen, whose self you have not seen, essentially. Um, and it's interesting. We do have the Ten of Pentacles reversed, but we have this Nine of Pentacles here. So this is telling me that it's going to start with friendship, which is right on, in my opinion. I think that's what's up. Nine of Pentacles, of course, is the precursor to the Ten of Pentacles, of which we have reversed, but we have this upright. This is telling me that this relationship, I got ahead of myself there, but this guy really sounds like he wants something solid. He wants to grow something with you, but wants to take things slowly, as I'm sure you do too, especially just getting out of a connection. But definitely an onset of friendship here. That's a key factor. Is I do see this beginning with friendship. So that's cool. That's cool, girl. I like that. And then your second question was more on his personality. That can be tricky sometimes and difficult because Spirit, as you know, Spirit is very, very honest, and gives all the details. So you're going to get the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay? And because nobody is 100% perfect. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please describe the next gentleman is going to be with. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please describe the next gentleman and going to be with. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please give a description of the next gentleman and will be with. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please give a description of the next gentleman and will be with. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please give M a description of the gentleman who she will be with. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please give M a description of the gentleman she will be with. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please give M a description of the gentleman who she will be with. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please give M a description of what does Ten of Pentacles reversed means. In the context of the Nine of Pentacles upright and the Ten of Pentacles reversed, it doesn't mean that the Ten of Pentacles is not going to happen. We had the precursor there, the Nine of Pentacles, which was upright, saying that it starts with friendship and it will develop into it will likely develop into that Ten of Pentacles situation. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please describe the personality of the gentleman M will be with next. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please describe the personality of the gentleman M will be with next. Angels, Masters and Spirit Guides, please describe the personality of the gentleman M will be with next. We have 8 of Pentacles reversed, 10 of Cups reversed. This is what I'm talking about. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Jeez. Knight of Pentacles reversed. And the Star reversed. Good Lord. Yeah, this is... I'm going to be honest, my 2 least favorite questions to ask are, what blessings are coming towards me? And can you describe the personality of the person who I'm going to be with next? Because, like I told you, and it's only 5 cards, and it's a whole ass human being. So they're giving you, it looks like they're giving you all the things that to take into consideration here. This guy, and with the 10 of Pentacles reversed, I don't know how cool you are, how much of a deal breaker it is for you in terms of finances with dating someone, but this guy's broke. This guy's a brokey. And I don't like using that term. That's such a mean term, but I'll say it because there's a reason for it. He don't work. The guy is lazy. The guy is very lazy. We've got the 8 of Pentacles reversed. We've got the Queen of Pentacles reversed, and we've got the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Now, this is not to say, well, I was going to say, this is not, I take it back. This is not to say that he's actually lazy. He's distracted. I get the sense that he's like a musician or an artist of some type, and he invests a lot of time in his art and very little in actual, like, practical money-making endeavors. And he is not, and he's very well aware of this. And this is not to say that he's an insecure person, because I'm not picking up on insecurities from him. This is something that he may, you know what, actually, girl, what I'm also kind of getting with the 10 of Pentacles reversed, because that in that last reading, that's also a family card reversed, family and money. I get the sense that he might be reliant on his folks or family for money, and they encourage him in his art or whatever he's doing that's not making money. But the older he's getting, the more difficult it is. And years ago, I dated a guy that was like this. He was a Taurus. Knight of Pentacles reversed, like, definitely comes to mind with this situation. The older that he's getting, the less they're wanting to help him. And with reason, you know, I guess, I don't know their dynamic. I don't know this guy. I don't know their family. But that in and of itself, while he's a good man fundamentally, and Spirit thinks he would be good for you, this is the challenge. This is the main challenge that they want you to be aware of, to take into consideration. How important are finances to you in a connection with someone? Because beyond finances and work, you know, we're talking about family dynamics with this 10 of Cups reversed. If you're looking to start a family, if you want a family, and you're with a man who doesn't know how to pay, who's never paid rent, who's never, you know, had to do much adulting, it might be very difficult for him to adult. And you know, I always tell people, like, you don't want to be anyone's mom, you don't want to be anyone's dad when you're in a relationship. You can't be parenting the person who you're romantically attached to. And with the Star reversed card, I am seeing he needs guidance. You rebuke this energy. I got you, girl. I feel you. I mean, Spirit's saying that he's coming and they feel like he's a good man and he's someone that you should take into consideration. But I, I, no tea, no shade, Spirit. But I respect that, and like I said, I was in a similar situation years and years ago, and it was not fun. It was cute at first. He was very talented and very, was always, performing, stuff like that. Made no money. Made hard, like, and we still talk. We're still friends. And he, hope he's not watching this channel, but he asked me if I could teach him about tarot, like, for free. I'm like, I have a course that I offer. So I offered him my course, and it's not expensive. It's a month long. It's pretty intensive. And it's $222. And I'm not trying to judge anyone for their finances or anything, but he was like, okay, cool. Yeah, no, that's a really good price. I really want to learn, blah, blah, blah. It's been like 2 years. Like he's constantly just constantly doesn't have money, constantly doesn't work, constantly, like, he's just been dependent on his folks because he's just got no guidance. And his only guidance is his creativity and his art. And that's also part of the star too, is creation and flowing with one's creative ideas. And he needs someone to pull him away from that. And sounds like you don't, and I don't blame you. I don't think anyone would want that unless there was a really good return, which Spirit is insisting that there is a very strong ROI here. Like, there will be a return on your investments. There will. And but it's also how, do you really want to invest? Like, do you really want to invest in that? It's definitely something to think about. And I also don't want you to, the next guy that comes into your life, I don't want you to immediately be like, nope, like, we're going to go to the second one because this one has these qualities. Suss people out. And these are also just current energies. People can also change over time. Hopefully this dude's going to get with the program, get his act together. I hope. But hopefully this is something that works out. Hopefully he's not. Hopefully he changes and or you can show him the light with that star reverse card. That's what I mean by the guidance, like showing him, like, he's in the dark and he's got to have a light shed. He needs someone to shed a light on his life and his behaviors, and because he's definitely a worthwhile guy. Like, it's not like he doesn't attract women or anything like that. He's a very attractive man. You'll see when you meet him. There's gonna be chemistry there, and that can be difficult. I'll use. I don't have an open mind and can read people pretty well. Of course. You're a smart woman, Em. I know that. I always want to say that when I always do say that when I give those readings, because I don't want to sully anyone's future, or potentials. But yeah, no, you're a very smart woman and very self-aware and have a good read on things. And yeah, no, I hear you, love. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing for you. I really do hope that you book a solo trip. I think that would be really good for you. Having been what you've been through over the past few months, and overall, a trip is always good. And a respite, a break would be wonderful for you, regardless of whether you meet this guy then and there. I highly encourage taking a trip. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, love. I really appreciate you. And thank you. Wendy, thank you, Wendy, for your donation. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. What does my love life look like towards the end of the year? Okay. Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What does Wendy's love life look like towards the end of the year? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What does Wendy's love life look like towards the end of this year? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What does Wendy's love life look like towards the end of this year? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What does Wendy's love life look like towards the end of this year? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What does Wendy's love life look like towards the end of this year? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What does Wendy's love life look like towards the end of this year? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What does Wendy's love life look like towards the end of this year? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What does Wendy's love life look like towards the end of this year? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What does Wendy's love life look like towards the end of this year? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What does Wendy's love life look like towards the end of this year? 2 of Swords reversed, the Lovers, the Wheel of Fortune, 6 of Wands reversed, and the Chariot reversed. Interesting. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and then we have the Chariot reversed. Okay. Yeah, I see some confusion, which is leading me to believe with this 2 of Swords reversed that there's going to be multiple suitors, Wendy, towards the end of this year. And I think that's the most delightful decision. Well, it's not always easy, but isn't that a nice predicament to be in? When you have a choice between 2 lovers, and especially when it's reversed, it's like really, really not knowing which direction to go. And that is something that is going to have to be discovered by you on your life's journey, on your path. But it's interesting that we have contradicting cards here. We have the Chariot reversed and we have the Wheel of Fortune. I think we have these cards because this reading is talking about more than one suitor. I do think, and it's interesting. I'm seeing success and I'm seeing a lack of victory. Okay, we've got 2 situations going on here, Wendy. We've got 2 situations going on here. I think that there's going to be two different gentlemen contending and vying for you and your affections. And with one of them is going to work. You've got this the gears are going. It is meant to be. It's fated. Wheel of Fortune. It's part of your fortune. It's fortuitous. And I know I often don't really like the Lover's card because it's often indicative of something that's very short term, something that has maybe been rushed too quickly or rushing into something too quickly. But with this, I'm seeing just complete harmony between 2 minds and 2 hearts. And I don't think it'll be a very difficult decision. Excuse me. I don't think it'll be a very difficult decision for you between these two because it's all about priorities. Like I talk about all the time. Like if the guy wants to be with you, he'll reach out to you. Like love and romance and desire can make the most timid person move mountains. Always said that. And if he's not moving mountains for you, that's a sign. And I see one guy putting in action the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune, getting things moving. And I see another dude being a dud. And enchanting you, I think you're going to be very attracted to both guys. But actions speak louder than words. And one of these gentlemen is going to present you with more promising actions. The other you're going to see is going to be inconsistent, not strange communication, but like disjointed communication, not a good rhythmic. There's not a good rhythm to communication. You know how that goes when you're communicating with someone, and you often hear from them, say, every few hours, or every several times a day, or several times on the hour. We know the cadence and the rhythm of our communications with people, and when that gets off balance, we almost always notice. No, not another Samuel, at all. I mean, kind of, but he's not. We've got two dudes here, and you're gonna find you'll know, girl. You'll know. It'll be really, really clear to you. At first, it won't, because they're both going to be very, very charming, and you're going to be taking this slow. And I'm not telling you to take it slow. It's just what I'm hearing and what I'm sensing. And you are a Taurus, and you do strike me as the type who would take things, who would plot a little slowly. Tread carefully, especially after what you've been through recently. You want to tread carefully, take things slowly and surely. And there's a reason for that, because you'll be able to identify their actions. Like I said, actions speak louder than words. And wands are the realm of actions. Six of Wands reversed, you'll see. There's going to be one guy that's not calling you as often, who isn't as communicative. One of the guys is going to, I keep getting messages of communication, lack of communication, or disjointed communication, not rhythmic communication. But yeah, so this looks good, girl. This looks good. It looks like you've got more than one, not just one fella coming into your life. Once you dip your toe back into the dating pool, but two, not one but two. So, which doesn't surprise me. You are a wonderful, wonderful lady. You're beautiful. You're so warm and kind and nurturing and independent. And a guy would be a fool not want to be with you. Can I donate to ask what the dynamic will be like between me and the guy who's more consistent? Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, girl. Okay. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what will the dynamic be between Wendy and the guy she will connect with later this year? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what will the dynamic be between Wendy and the fellow she'll meet towards the end of this year? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what will the dynamic be between Wendy and the fellow she meets towards the end of this year? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what will the dynamic be between Wendy and the fellow she meets towards the end of this year? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what will the dynamic be between Wendy and the fellow she meets towards the end of this year? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what will the dynamic be between Wendy and the guy she meets towards the end of this year? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what will the dynamic be between Wendy and the guy she meets towards the end of this year? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what will the dynamic be between Wendy and the consistent guy who she meets at the end of this year? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what will the dynamic be between Wendy and the good guy that she chooses towards the end of the year? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what will the dynamic be between Wendy and this new guy coming into her life at the end of this year? 4 of Cups, 5 of Wands, 9 of Cups, Page of Cups, and 7 of Wands. Ooh. All right. this. I like it. I love it and I like it. And there are a couple things that, but it makes sense. It makes sense. This is something. This is definitely things coming to. This is a good start. I'll just start with the negative first. You know, I like to save the best for last. The dynamic. Well, this isn't even bad. I wouldn't even say this is bad with this Four of Cups. You guys are going to be, I don't want to say clingy with one another, but very, very drawn to one another and very, I don't want to say dependent on one another, but you'll really both be noticing when one of you is absent. You know what I mean? Like, um, you'll really take note when when you see when he's gone, when he's left, and vice versa, vice versa. Um, there is a little bit of a combative. I don't want to say that you guys are going to be arguing all the time. No, as someone I heard the other day said, it's very true, and I've always said this. You know, sometimes people think that argumentation between couples is a red flag. No, when couples don't ever argue or have disagreements, that usually means that they're just not communicating, or avoiding certain communications. Um, what I'm seeing here is very, very clear and consistent communication. I love passion and banter. Wonderful, wonderful. That's what's up. That's what's up. Absolutely. And it you know, it clears the air, and it allows for people to speak. It allows for people to speak their minds. And yeah, if you're not, honestly, if you're not arguing ever as a couple, there's something not right there. There's something not right. Um, because there's going to be ups and downs and disagreements with anyone, whether it be romantic or platonic or familial, it doesn't matter. But he's going to fill up your cup. You guys are going to fill each other's cup so much with this Nine of Cups. You guys are going to be each other's wishes come true. Nine of Cups is about wish fulfillment, wishes and dreams coming true, contentment, satisfaction, ultimate happiness. He's going to make you really, really happy. And you're going to crush on him so hard. He's going to crush on you so hard. He's going to pop into your life with this Page of Cups, going to pop into your life, and you guys are going to be crazy about each other. I love the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, I always call it the crush card. I don't know if you've heard me say that before in the past, but that's how I connect to it. That's how I see it as. Yeah, it's a new crush, a new love coming into your. I know, this is making me giddy too. I love this. This is exactly what I want to see. Um, and this is something that you feel, both of you are going to feel very strongly about. Very strong about, like this is something worth defending. This is something that's going to last, that should be long lasting, that we should fight for, that, you know, any challenges that we are faced with, we can tackle head on. That's what the Seven of Wands is all about. It's like, this is worth it. This person is so worth it to me. This connection is so worth it to me. You know, despite any external influences or disagreements that may come into place, it's 100% worth it, and feels right. And this feels really good, Wendy. This looks wonderful, and it's not just because they're all upright. Like I told you, these two cards aren't the best. they're not bad cards, but they are what they are. But they also provide a rich dynamic of yin yang to a relationship. You know, if I saw all sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows, I'd be a little concerned. I'd be like, wait, is he gay? What's going on? I'm just kidding. But you know, a healthy relationship has its trials and tribulations. I'm not afraid of a disagreement. I'm more afraid of someone avoiding it. Me too, Wendy. I'm the same way. If someone's avoiding communication or tackling disagreements, that to me is actually a red flag. That to me is not a green flag. That to me is definitely a red flag. So this looks very good, Wendy. I'm very excited for you. And I know it's just, your first time dipping your toe into the water, this dinner event coming up, but I've got a lot. Even if you don't meet someone there, girl, it's gonna get that ball rolling, and I feel like the ball's gonna roll real well. You learn a lot about someone, how to handle conflict. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And conflict avoiders too. Yeah. Or conflict people who just try to start conflict just for shits and giggles. There's those too, who just inherently like conflict. And that's problematic too. But yeah, no, I really like the energy of this guy. I really like the energy of this guy, Wendy, and I think he's gonna be just an awesome, wonderful man for you. Yay! I am so happy for you. I'm so happy for you, Wendy. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate you as always. And yeah, we will talk soon, love, and we will see how this unfurls. This is exciting. Holly, Holly, thank you so much, Holly, for your donation. Please come to the chat and post your question. Thank you very much. Hi, Holly. I've been thinking about a specific career path over the past year and would like some advice on it. Thank you. You've got it, Holly. Holly, what's your sign, hun? And are you are you female, or what gender do you identify as? And what question what career path are we questioning tonight? Female Leo, and it's a career to do with art, but I've been very hesitant about it. Okay. All right. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. What advice can you provide Holly regarding her desire to move into a career in the arts? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, please provide Holly with any and all advice regarding her desire to have a career in the arts. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, please provide Holly with any advice on her desire to have a career in the arts. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, please provide Holly with any and all advice regarding her desire to get a career in the arts. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, please provide Holly with all advice regarding her desire for a career in the arts. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, please provide Holly with any and all advice regarding her desire for a career in the arts. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, please provide Holly with all advice regarding her desire to work in the arts. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, please provide Holly with all advice regarding her desire to work in the arts. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, please provide Holly with any and all advice regarding her desire to work in the arts. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, please provide Holly with any and all advice regarding her desire to work in the arts. We have 9 of Pentacles reversed, 10 of Swords reversed, Ace of Cups reversed, 7 of Pentacles reversed, and 7 of Wands. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know what specifically you are looking to do in the arts, career-wise, and that's fine. You don't have to tell me. Um, but as someone who works in the arts, my other job, um, it is a challenge. It is a challenge. It's not if you're looking to have a very if you're looking for a not even a high paying job, but a sustainably paying job, they can be hard to find, um, especially depending on what your creative medium is. Um, and I'm seeing this here with this nine. We've got the Nine of Pentacles reversed and the Seven of Pentacles reversed. I see a lot of frustrations. I see difficulties in foundations, um, in getting started. It's not spirit telling you that you don't have the creative abilities. It's more they want you to glean more information as to the specificities of how to monetize your artistic medium and or your artistic form. Yes, I used to be an artist in game development, but had to leave due to burnout. Got you. Okay, okay. So you've already worked in the arts. Okay, you've already worked in the arts. So you have that information, but I don't know how long ago that was. Um, this is such a random question, but do you watch Black Mirror? Just reminds me of an episode that I really liked that was in the latest season. Anyway, maybe you don't watch Black Mirror. Anyway, yeah, it's I don't know how long you've been out of the game in terms of working in the arts. I don't know how long it's been, but landscapes change constantly, um, and things may not have changed drastically in this amount of time, whatever amount of time it is, but there have been changes. There have been changes that need to be navigated. I don't, unfortunately, but yeah, it's about since March of last year. Okay, okay, so not too. I'm sure not too much has changed regarding the landscape there, but Spirit is saying to hone in more specifically on how, on the hows and the whys, or not the whys. You know what you want to do. It's your passion, but the practicalities of it. Obviously, you're worth your salt, hun. You've already had a career in the arts. That's really cool. Um, but you said that you left due to burnout. Sounds like that's more the fact. Maybe that's more the information and the factors that you should take into consideration, which I'm sure you are. I have an idea of what I wish to try, but I found getting started very slow and frustrating due to my own fear, I think. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And is that fear coming from a place of creative judgment, or is it a fear of returning to burnout? Or is it both? Spirit is saying that it's definitely worth defending. It's definitely worth going forth and overcoming your fears, overcoming the obstacles. The fears are the obstacles. It sounds like um, it's worth fighting for. It's worth returning to. It's worth picking up where you left off because you have grown. You have planted seeds. And girl, here we go. Ten of Swords reversed. I didn't even touch on this one. Ten of Swords reversed. It's not over, baby girl. It's not over. Ten of Swords is like it's been put to rest. It's dead. It's gone. It's not happening. It's done. When it's reversed, it's like, hey, you may have thought it was over, but guess what? It's not. It's not over. Ain't over till the fat lady sings, girl. Ain't over. You gotta have faith in yourself, honey. You gotta have faith in yourself, honey. Ace of Cups reverse. Ace of Cups is believing. It's not just believing in yourself and having self-love, and fearless, but it's also about fearlessly pouring forth into the world, especially with the realm of cups, creativity. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of people's judgments of your work. Don't be afraid, because they're going to be out there. You know it. You're an artist. They're out there. Always going to be out there. There's always going to be the critics, and then there's always going to be the supporters and lovers of your work, and that's what fills your cup up at the end of the day, and then allows you to inspires you to pour forth again. So, Spirit is definitely acknowledging your hesitations, but at the end of the day, with this last card, especially with this last card, Spirit, and I'm hearing it too. Spirit is saying, like, go forth. You've already, because and especially because it's in. I was just going to say, especially because it's not uncharted territory. You've navigated this in the past, but I will continue to say that even if you hadn't had a job in the arts in the past, I would still see this as a go forth, like overcome these obstacles that you have identified. You're very self aware. You've identified them, and it can be, I know, easier said than done, right? To simply just get over your fears of like you mentioned, burnout, perhaps judgment, criticism. Um, but Spirit is saying it ain't over, girl. It's not over. This is still definitely a path that has not come to a close. There are opportunities, um, and you would do wonderfully in them. So yeah, definitely. There are the challenges are there. And you mentioned them. You know them. It's nothing that you can't overcome with that beautiful Seven of Wands there. Nothing that you can't overcome. So, yeah, that is what I am seeing for you, love. That makes a lot of sense. Very happy with those cards. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, Holly. I was a little nervous at first when I saw that there were so many reversals. I was like, oh man, Spirit's saying no, but no. When I dove deeper, it's like, Spirit's just acknowledging your hesitations, but Spirit's saying, hey girl, no, it ain't over. Go for it. Go for it. This is what you want. This is what you want. And Spirit knows that that you love it, and Spirit always wants what's best for us. Yeah. Thank you again, love. Much love and light to you. Thank you. And I don't know if I've read for you before, so if you're new to the channel, welcome and thank you so much. Again, an extra thank you for joining the channel. All right, so your girl's getting hungry for some sushi. Sushi beckons. So I'm gonna do a last call tonight for any and all donations. And don't worry, sushi can wait. You have actually, when I was having issues in my game development job. Ah, okay, so I read for you a little while ago. Okay. Do you remember what I read for you? And also something to take into consideration here, Holly, is it could have been a bad experience because it was the company. The company could have been the problem, or the business, the game development company. They could have been the problem there. A new environment, I think, would be very good for you. Obviously, I don't think you're looking to return to the same place that you were at. Last call tonight, everybody. Last call for all donations tonight. If you have a question, please let me know. I will not be on tomorrow evening. Thank you. And I also likely won't be on Thursday, and I certainly won't be on Friday. So I'm going to be gone. I initially wasn't going to go on tonight, simply because I've been working a lot and with my other job and just been busy. Um, and my hair is not looking good, so I didn't want to show myself, but I went on tonight because I knew I wasn't going to be on for the next few days. I remember that you said that there would be issues in the near future, like leaving the job. At the time, I was doing okay, so I wasn't sure what that meant, but I ended up having to leave 6 months later, so you were accurate. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Holly. Thank you for telling me that. That always, I always love hearing that when people come back to me and tell me, yeah, especially when it's like quite a few months down the line, or maybe years even. I've had people come back to me and be like, you told me this, and I didn't see it come to fruition, but it finally did. It's always interesting. I love tarot for a reason. I truly believe in it, and well, obviously, I would not be doing what I'm doing now if I was just spouting off nonsense. Yeah, I love tarot. It's got my back. It's got your back. Can't explain it. I can't explain it, but um, yeah, I do think that you are meant for the gaming industry. I do. Yeah, that's why I came back for the reading when the time was right. That's wonderful. Yay! I love that, Holly. And you donated in pounds. I'm just gonna assume you're from England, so it's gonna be like 3, almost 4 in the morning. Good lord. Good lord. I'm English. I probably told you. Probably told you last time. I'm British American. I was born there and moved here as a child. So I always really appreciate when my European clients are here, and it's a different time frame, very difficult time frame. All right, it looks like everyone is happy and taken care of tonight. Thank you all so much. I work in Warrington. I remember you telling me you were from there, which was a very weird. I was just going to say, what the hell did you just say Warrington? Yeah, that's where I was born. That's so funny. That's so much. That's just too much of a coincidence. I mean, Warrington's such a tiny little blip of a town. I know it's just it's right outside of Manchester, which is a major city. But so random. Yeah, that's so interesting. That's so funny, Holly. I love that. Cool. Well, thank you all so much. Thank you, Holly. Much love and light to you, and Godspeed. And with getting back into gaming, I know you're gonna slay. You will slay, girl. Thank you all so much. Much love and light to you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, Holly, and rest of your night. Anyone else watching, or wherever you are. And I will likely see you on Saturday. Bye. Oh, and remember, while I am gone for the next few days, you can always, if you have a question, you can always send me your donation, and I can answer it for you either via email or over Instagram on instant messages, or sorry, on direct messages, DMs. So yeah, thank you all so much.